What's up, boys? So I've just been figuring stuff out, and I figured out a quick entry, as you've seen right there. So you're just going to jab as normal, and then you're going to keep hold of L2 and triangle. Now, if you don't press your left stick forward towards the player, it'll do that. It'll completely miss. But if you press your left stick forward towards the player as you're pressing L2 and triangle or holding L2 and triangle, you'll drive straight through, and it's super quick. So you'll get a quick takedown. I did it accidentally and then realised and did it again to Josh, and I was like, oh shit, I've just figured out how to get takedowns really quickly. I didn't know you could string them both together, but yeah, L2 and triangle, but you've got to set up with the jab straight away, and it's super quick. So jab and then bam, and if you're near the fence as well, pull them down into guard. Now obviously you might not want to be in someone's guard, especially with these high level players. See, again, this is me not driving forward, so I'm showing you, I'm just holding it, and even though I'm in range, I'm not driving forward, and there, I drive forward, but we end up in guard. So we don't want to end up in guard. We want to get these takedowns, but we want to end up in a more advantageous position. So I've cancelled it by holding R2, and now we're in an over-under. And now what we're going to do, we're going to either pull guard into mount, or pull guard if we're a good jiu-jitsu player, but pull guard into mount is R1 and triangle. Usman doesn't have it, so I pressed R1 and square, and it pulled me into guard, but R1 and triangle, pull them down into guard, and then switch them into mount. This one we're taking the back, so we're pressing L2 and then square or triangle, and it'll take the back. So once we've cancelled our thing there, we're in over-under, just keep hold of L2 and then press L2 and square, and it'll drag them to the mat. And this is a good position to punch or take the back, or if you like rear nakeds, you can go for one of them. Of course, we're going to go for the slam here. R1 and X. It depends which position you're in, but R1 and X and circle do like one of them does a trip and one of them does a slam. You end up inside, sadly, so dangerous position, especially if you like them chokes or submissions. If you do it against the right, so this is different. We're throwing the straight this time, and now we're going for the single leg. And the single leg, if you do it near the fence, it'll put you into half guard in immediately. So straight and then L2 and square, and you hold it, and you do the same thing, you just drive into them. It's quick again. If you do it in open space, you'll end up in the guard. And obviously, if you're a fence player, you can drive into the fence off, especially for someone like Spooky, who needs the leg. And this is the trip, so it's R1 and circle, I believe. It's R1 and X and R1 and circle for them trips and throws. And the one thing you've got to be careful of as well, if you do this and you're the defending person, they've got an option to try and take you down by holding R1 and circle. So if I'm Usman here and I get into Gilbert's over-under, he presses R1 and circle immediately and takes me down. So you got to be careful of that as well. And you can defend that by holding L2 and R2. Hopefully this is helpful, boys.